am going live on YouTube this time to do a little video tutorial with our Sweet and Simple card class from back in February. I'm playing catch up. So it's April right now, and I've got these beautiful projects here that I wanted to create for you to show you how to make them. Also to let you know that I have some extra kits of these available. So they're only $28 and I'll mail them to you. And then I'll also give you a little QR code that has this video linked to it so that you can see the replay. Now, for those of you who are thinking to yourselves, I don't have any of the Sale-A-Bration product, or maybe I only have one or two items. It's okay. Whenever I design Sweet and Simple card class, I always think about that and I always keep that in mind. And so I design with the idea that maybe you might need to substitute some of the stamp sets that I've used. So for example, when you get this one, you're actually going to get all of these pieces here, and you're going to get this white piece. I don't stamp on anything. That's our company policy. And so if you don't have this exact stamp set that I'm featuring here, you could just switch it up for something that you already have. Or if you're a brand new stamper, this is actually really great for you, because then you could maybe purchase a stamp set and then be able to create some cards really quickly and easily. And so that is the great thing about these cards. And I'll kind of point out to you when there's a card that's really easily adjustable, and when there's like a card that I think, oh, you know, maybe if you had the stamp set, it would look really good. But I know there's a lot of creative people out there, so let's jump in and get started. These are the projects that I'm going to show you today, and then at the end of the video, I have a really awesome special to share with you guys as well. So this is our host code. If you decide to shop with me because you want to purchase some of these items, then this is the host code you can use. Keep this host code, but I'm going to show you another host code at the end of the video for a really awesome deal. Okay, here we go. So let's start with this one. Move these out of the way. This video is intended to be kind of a quick and easy video to show you how to put these together. When people come to class in person, they'll get a little kit that looks like this with all of the pieces, and I cut and prep every single thing for you. Well, as much as I can, that is. And so when you get your, if say you got this to go, you'd get the kit in the mail, you're gonna find the envelope that has this Calypso coral base. And then make sure you check your envelopes, because a lot of times I'll sneak these little embellishments into the corners for you. Okay, so let's grab a bone folder. And I always like to fold my piece in half and get that out of the way. My card base. So that's going to be a Calypso coral card base. And then we've got this piece right here. This is a basic white piece that has been embossed with a brand new embossing folder that came out during Sale-A-Bration. It has now come and gone. And so if you didn't get it or earn it during Sale-A-Bration, I'm so sorry, but you can use something else if you'd like, but know that if you get the kit from me, it's already done for you. So there's that. Okay, then we're going to need this piece right here. This is some of the DSP during Sale-A-Bration. I'm gonna put that there. And then this too. So both of those pieces came together. I'm just going to set them there for right now. And then we've got this little label here for our sentiment. And then we've got this piece right here that we're going to put on the inside of the card. Okay, so let's grab our ink. We're going to use Calypso Coral because it coordinates really well with the card base there. And the sentiment. So the sentiment comes from the Softly Sophisticated stamp set. This was the Sale-A-Bration stamp set, really pretty. So if you have that, you can grab that and use that if you wanted to. Or you can just use something that you already have. So the sentiment says, "You're in my thoughts." That's the one I chose for this one. And you're just going to stamp straight down and straight up, just like that. You guys see how easy that is? So it's so simple, I promise. I'm a sweet and simple stamper. Now we're going to use our trio punch. I think this one is retiring right now, so if you're interested in this punch, you might want to grab it before it sells out. We're going to take this one. I've already die cut it for you and everything. You're going to just slide it into the trio punch so that it's a flush against these right here, these pieces right there. Stops it from going too far, and I'm just going to kind of center it right down the center here and punch. Okay. And when you've done that, you're going to get this little rectangle hole there, and you're just going to thread the ribbon. I will send you this ribbon with your kit. You thread it through just like that, And then I'm going to put my bone folder there to hold it. We're going to need some twine here. I'm going to take this twine and wrap it around the ribbon so that I can keep it in place. Okay, so putting that little weight on it there. Now let's see if I can tie this ribbon. I don't do very many YouTube lives, but I'm backed up right now as far as these little card video tutorials, and I'm like, I need to get on and do them so that I can put all this stuff away and clean my studio up. And so I think I might hop on live. You might see me a couple more times so that the video is already here to YouTube versus going live over on Facebook and then uploading it to YouTube. It just takes time. So we'll just cut out the middleman. Okay, so you see I've tied that little bow right there. And then we're gonna snip that twine off. And while I've got my scissors in hand, I'm just gonna pretty the ends there. Okay, there we go. Isn't that such a cute little tag? All right, now we can start assembling everything. This is just gonna go on the front of the card. And actually, I should have put this on first because sometimes this, that actually looks like it fits perfectly. Sometimes it's a little bit longer than I want it to be. And so then I have to trim off the ends. So let's start with that one. We're just gonna put that in the center. Okay. And then I'll flip it over and you'll see that there's just a tiny bit of excess. And I mean, this really doesn't make that big of a difference, but I like to trim it off if I can. And then I will center this on the card front, just like that. Okay, now we'll take this one here. The die that I used for this, and oh geez, I'm probably gonna forget the name of it. Not gonna forget, I am forgetting. What is this one called? Shoot, I'll have to try to think of it, or maybe I'll look it up. But anyways, it's a current die, and you can still purchase it and you can still use it. But look how adorable that little layout is right there. Then we're going to take this and let me find some dimensionals here. My favorite adhesive, and we'll just put one on each corner. We'll use this little take your pick tool trick to pull the backing off. Usually I can get them off pretty good. And then we will place this on the card like so. Okay, and that's it. Well, one more thing. We've got some embellishments to put on here. So these embellishments were also part of the Sale-A-Bration offering. If you guys are familiar with Stampin' Up! And you have purchased during Sale-A-Bration, I hope that you guys got some of these products. If not, like I said, you'll get all those pieces if you wanted this kit for some really easy card making. And then you just use what you have. It's really great. Okay, and then we've got another one I'll put right there, and then one more. So don't forget to check your little envelopes there. Now I've got a little extra strip of designer series paper. I didn't grab another piece of basic white, so I need to grab that. But anyways, you would put this on the inside on the basic white piece first. And then, did I do it on here? I did. So it's gonna look like that. Okay, there's the first card. I'm gonna set this to the side and we'll get our next card out. I have a whole like stack of cards that need to be assembled. My goodness, I'm telling you. Put this out of the way. Okay, here's our next card. Super cute. Super, super cute. This is a fun layout that you can use over and over again. Grab that kit. Again, same process. Dump everything out. Check your envelope. We're good to go. This is real red here. There we go. And then we're gonna take this basic white piece and it's gonna go on the top here. And then this piece and this piece we're gonna stamp on. And then we're going to layer all of those pieces. So we've got some embellishments flying all over the place. All right, let's grab our stamp set. So for this stamp, I am using the Irresistible Bloom stamp set. This is an online exclusive that you can shop on my online store and still order. I'm gonna use the thank you here, and I'm gonna use these little splotches. I love them. So let's grab that out. I'm gonna start with the real red. Thank you. So you just tap lightly on your ink pad, make sure that it looks like it's pretty inked up. And I'm just gonna stamp in the middle here. There we go, beautiful. And then for these little pieces, these little splotches, I guess I'll call it that, those are gonna be in Flirty Flamingo. And I'm gonna stamp off, I think. Let's try it and see. So I'm gonna stamp off on my paper first. I did stamp off earlier, okay. And then here. So this is the card, these cards that I'm sharing with you right now are from our February Sweet and Simple card class. That's a monthly card class that I have here at the studio in Sumter, South Carolina. So if you're ever local to me, nearby me, or if you wanna come and stamp with me, I would love that. So, and then I offer, like I said, these little kits to go. Okay, so we have some gold ribbon that you're gonna use, and I'm just gonna add some adhesive to the back of this piece here and stretch it across, and just like that. This piece I'm going to adhere using Stampin' Dimensionals. Oops, well, that's okay. Let's try this. I'm trying to get better at using this take your pick tool to remove the backing. Oh, look at that. That was not bad at all. It's actually really fun to do it that way. Okay, now we'll stick it right on the center here. Oh gosh, you guys. I'm so silly. Look what I did. I put two. I thought my spatial relations are off. I thought I had stuck this in the right spot. Okay. But when you flip it over, I wasn't right. There we go. Pull those off of there. Now let's try this again. And we'll just center it here on the real red, just like that. Okay, so there's that design element. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to put these layers on here. I'm gonna do them, you can put them on however you want, but I'm actually gonna copy the design that I originally came up with. And so what I did was I just put just a tiny bit of a border around this one, this side and this side, okay? And then I went to the next corner and I put that same border, at least I eyeballed it and made it kind of look the same, just around there and there, okay? So there's that. And then you have an area where you can put the center piece in there and really center it and make it look good. So we'll take this one and then I'll try to give it like a pretty equal border. I should have moved this one over a little bit more, but that's okay. I'm good with that. Okay, now we're gonna take these little hearts. Same thing down here, little border there on two sides, and then we'll do this corner. Right there. And we'll do the center. Let's see. This one goes right in here. And we've got two of them here. So let's do it like this. And then one more. I really made these a little bit too tight on this one. But anyways, you guys get the point, right? I really nailed it on this one, on that one. But you're just gonna kind of give yourself a little border all the way around, and then we're gonna put these on. You can put this directly on. I popped it up on the original card, but I'm gonna lay it flat on this one. It'll make it easier to mail. And you will just place that on that side. Now we can attach this to the front of the card. There we go. And I'm realizing I don't have the inside piece for this one either. So I'll make sure I cut some of the inside pieces. So for those of you who get this kit to go, you'll have it, because this is what I stamped on the inside. So again, with that same stamp set, the Irresistible Blooms, I did the Flirty Flamingo here, and then the Real Red for the other stamps there. So that's what that looks like. Grab our embellishments here and adhere them to our card. Love these gold embellishments. They're no longer available, but sometimes, for the most part, I try to use current product at Sweet and Simple Card Class, but sometimes I'll have something that's retired that I think is just so cute that I want to use, and I'll have us use that instead for a class. So that's kind of cool to be able to come to a class and use something that you haven't been able to use before or that's sold out. Okay, so there's our next card. Again, there's the inside. I'm going to set this to the side. And we're just moving right through this. So this is the video tutorial that I do for those who purchase the kits to go, and so that they can see how I put the cards together. So they're not a written tutorial. And again, like I said, I design the project so that you can use stamp sets that you already have. So those of you who order from home and you don't have everything that I have, it's okay. Your cards will still come out really pretty. Heartfelt Hellos is another Sale-A-Bration stamp set, and I loved all of these sentiments, but I chose the hello for this one, and we're going to be using Lost Lagoon ink for that. Let me find this kit. Okay. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I'm starting to, my little workstation starting to close in on me. You guys ever have that happen to you? Okay. There we go. Okay. I think, oh, there the embellishments are. I was like, I know there's embellishments with this one. So we'll just fold this in half. This does not come with a written tutorial, like I said earlier. It does come with this video tutorial, but if you wanted to take and replicate these templates that I'm using right now, if you get the kit, then you would just have to measure and say, okay, the designer series paper is going to be this and this. If you wanted a class where I'm doing all of the writing up the tutorial with instructions and measurements and all that good stuff, I do have a monthly card club that where I do that for you, and you get a written color tutorial. So this, again, like I said, are just for my Sweet and Simple peeps, and then also inspiration for you online. So I'm going to stamp this hello over towards the right. So cute. And now all we have to do is assemble. Like, how easy was that? Let me see if I stamped anything on the inside. I didn't really. Okay. So we'll take this paper. Looks like the birds are going all over the place, but that looks like it's kind of up and down. So we're just going to place this on our card front with a little bit of a border on the bottom. Close this. And then again, I'm going to just trim the excess designer series paper, clean that up a little bit. Okay. Let me get all my pieces together, my goodness. All right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna place this ribbon down, and I like to use glue dots. Let me see, where are my glue dots? I might have to grab some. Oh, here's a stash. So glue dots are really the best adhesive when you're looking at using it for trim, ribbon, twine, anything like that. It just has such a great hold. So I'm going to put a couple pieces. That's good enough. And then I'm going to set this down right over it, just like that. I might as well add one more. Let's just do one more on the end. There we go. Okay. Now we'll use that same dimensional or the same glue dot idea to kind of add these together. So first, let's put this on. I'm getting ahead of myself. So for this, I want to pop this up with a dimensional, but I want to put the dimensionals on the other side of this ribbon. So let me grab, we'll use this, and I'm just going to cut away here at the edge. Okay. Hopefully that's thin enough. And I'm just going to put it on the top here. And then we'll do the same on the bottom. Sometimes when I die cut, it'll leave these little shavings. I'll wipe those away with my scissors. And then we're going to just center this over the ribbon here. Okay. Such a cute little, just friendly, thinking of you, hello card. I love it. Now we're going to grab this one. I'm going to use a glue dot for this. Just stick it right there. And I'm going to start to assemble these punch outs. So these punches are still available. They're going to be carrying over into the new catalog that is going to go live in May. And it is, let me see if I have it. Yeah, it's this particular punch. I think it's called the bow punch, I think. So we've got that there. That's going to be available for you to continue to purchase, which is great. Now let's grab a glue dot on the bottom of this one, and we'll add that to the pieces there. We got so much glue sticking out. You're also, I even tied the little ribbons for you, the little twine pieces into a bow. I know a lot of my customers like when I do that. So whenever I can, I do. So there's that. Okay, we'll stick that right there. You don't even need an extra glue dot to do that. Move this. Let me give you guys a little tip. I one time was going like this to check, see if there's any glue dots on the strip, and I got the worst paper cut you could ever imagine. So be very careful when you're dealing with this little piece that's on the glue dots. These are the like some of the best adhesive, but oh my gosh, I was hurting for quite a while. All right, so now we've got, you'll have these little gems. These are these are like one of the festive pearls, and these are actually retiring. They're beautiful. They've got red, gold, silver, and they've got this like blue color. And I thought it went well with this designer series paper, so I was inspired to use it. So you'll get 3 of these in your little kit. There we go. How cute is that card? It's just so simple, so easy. Grab that template and, you know, create a bunch of different cards. I'm sure you've got all kinds of designer series paper that you can use to do that with. Now you're going to also have this other piece of paper here, and you're just going to glue this onto the side here. I'm going to turn it on this side because I had some schputz on that front. I'm going to add a little glue, or if you like this side of the paper, you can absolutely do that. And then we will put it to, I'm just going to put it on the left-hand side. Okay, with a little border on one side. Again, oh, I was going to flip it over and trim, and I guess I didn't have to. That was cut really well. There we go. Now we'll put this on the inside, and this is where you can write your little message. Okay, there we go. I love that card. So simple, so cute. All right, let's set this card to the side, and let's move on. We're on to card number 4. So every month it's 6 cards. The next couple months are a little bit shaky as far as if I'm going to have a Sweet and Simple card class, only because of my schedule. I most likely will have our card club, but I don't know about Sweet and Simple, so stay tuned for that. Let me grab another card here. We'll do this one next. I love this one. This one really features the designer series paper here. Again, Sale-A-Bration paper. So if you purchase the Sale-A-Bration paper, then you can kind of case this card. Okay. Look at all those pieces. See, this is how your kit comes. So you really, honestly, it's such a great value. Only $28 to get these little kits in the mail. Let's see here. You brighten my cloudy days. This is from the Bright Skies stamp set. And I gotta find, uh-oh. Okay, I think it's here. Okay, here it is. I thought I had lost it for a second. We're gonna use our embossing buddy on this piece here to make it anti-static. Okay, and then we're gonna need some Versamark ink. Let me clean this off actually before we stamp. This is probably only my third time that I've ever done a YouTube live, and so I hope to do more of them in the future. So much easier than downloading and uploading videos. So if you enjoy watching this directly on YouTube live, you'll have to let me know in the comments down below. I'm really working to learn a little bit more about YouTube, and I find myself just kind of uploading videos and then I'm off to the next thing, and I need to get on there and really let people know that I appreciate their comments and their likes and the subscriptions. I mean, I really do. Okay, you brighten my cloudy days. Doesn't that even look great just like that? So Versamark always does kind of a color on color effect, but it's also a sticky ink so that you can run it through your embossing powder. And I'm just gonna tap the excess off the back. And let me step to the side for a second and heat emboss this. And then I'll be right back. Okay, thank you guys for that. Be patient with me. I heat embossed that in white. Now this is white embossing powder, but I took this to a demonstrator retreat, and unfortunately we got some black embossing powder mixed in with that, but it still works, right? You can see that. It still works. Let's now assemble all of these pieces. We'll start with this designer series paper. How pretty is that? We'll turn it over and add some adhesive there. I just love these colors together. This basic gray and the pool party, it just looks so good together. Now I have to remember how I put this on. So I believe I took this cloud. So this is a die that I used to punch this out. And it's been a while since I did these cards, so let me see if I can remember what I did. We'll put this on right about here. I want some of that cloud right there to kind of show. Hopefully it still will. And then after that, I took this one and I added this on. So let's just add a little bit. Actually, before I do that, let me put this one on so I know where to put the adhesive on the vellum so it doesn't show. So I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of this, and I'll just place it on my vellum here. And then we'll stick this one, this little lightning bolt. How cute is that? Okay, we're gonna put this lightning bolt on. Let me use some liquid adhesive for this. Put a little spot right there. And we'll take our cloud and adhere this little lightning bolt. And then I'm gonna add this on with Stampin' Dimensionals. Put it right over that lightning bolt to give it even more support there. Okay, and then we will stick it on the cloud right about here. Okay, now I can see where to put my adhesive so it won't show. So I'll put some adhesive here and a little bit of adhesive there. And then we will stick it on this cloud. There. I love how that comes together. So cute and easy. They're carrying over this stamp set, which makes me happy because I really like the way it looks. And then we've got these pearls. Now these are those same pearls that I mentioned earlier. These are the festive pearls. Make sure you grab them. I think they're even on sale. If I remember correctly, they're on sale online. They're retiring. They're great, 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 great. There's that. And then this. Put one down here. Stay tuned for the end of this video because I'm going to show you guys a special that I'm running through the end of April that you're going to really want to pay attention to because it's a really great deal. Who doesn't like free? Free on top of free. So there's that card. Now I did do the inside of this one as well, and you'll see that I just kind of stamped the clouds and the rain and with love. So super cute card. Set this one to the side. We got 2 more to go, you guys. Hopefully I didn't leave the hardest ones for last. I think I left the ones that need a little bit more work for last, but it's okay. We'll get through them. All right, here is our next one. So here's the card design here. And then I'm gonna fold this card down. So this is a card that one of my team members brought to one of our demo shoebox swaps. And I loved it. I thought it was so cute. And so I'm casing her design, but I'm adding an extra layer. So this one just had the 1 layer, which looks great, but then I wanted to add an extra layer. So let's see here. Where are these stamps? Oh, shoot. Okay, here they are. Got nervous there for a second. So we're gonna need some garden green. And we're gonna ink this up. And we're just gonna stamp this watermelon. So this is from the watercolor melon. This was a celebration item as well. This one was a gorgeous celebration item. I mean, gorgeous. When you first looked at it, you were like, yeah, it's okay. I mean, watermelon, you know, whatever. But then when you stamp with it, because it's distinctive, it has the most beautiful images. So hopefully you got this one as well. There we go. So I'm just kind of creating a background on this layer here. I should have grabbed a foam to stamp on. And then I'm just gonna go like right there. And right there. Ooh. Didn't mean to overlap those watermelons, but that's okay. Okay, so that's gonna go there as that layer. Then we're gonna have this die cut piece. We're gonna need some scrap paper for this. Let me grab some. Oops. Just tripped over my embossing heat embosser. Okay, so we're gonna take and we're gonna stamp the watermelon. First, we're gonna stamp the rind. So this is what I recommend. You stamp the rind first. So we'll just do one here. I mean, the stamping is so pretty with it being distinctive. And we'll do another one here, okay? And then we are gonna stamp, let me think if I can just stamp right over it. I think I can. So I think with this first one, I stamped the rind and then I cut it out and then I put this one over it, but we're gonna try just stamping it together and see how that works. I think it'll work well. Now, where is my sweet sorbet? Here it is. Ouch. So we'll do this watermelon. See if I can line it up good enough. That worked. That worked. Okay, and then we're gonna use this one that looks like someone took a bite out of it already. And we'll put this one right over it. Okay, oops. You know what, we'll put a seed right there to cover that up. Looks good. I mean, the stamping is so pretty. Now we need some basic black for our seeds. And we'll just go, let's put some right over that spot right there. see, did I have one that just had one? I think there was one that just had one seed. I'm gonna get rid of 2 of those there. And then I'll just stamp 1. So I'm just wiping off the seeds there so that I can control how many seeds go on there. Alrighty, now that we've done that, we're gonna wanna fussy cut this out. So I'll just fussy cut really quick. If you guys enjoy watching videos, let me know. I have got so many cards that I design and, you know, create, and then sometimes I don't even show the videos because I'll have the class in person. But if you enjoy watching like a replay of me doing a video tutorial, you'll have to let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to hop on and do that a little bit more often. I almost didn't do this live because I was like, well, Sale-A-Bration's already passed, and some people might be like, I didn't get that stamp set, and they don't want it, or they didn't want it, or they didn't get it, and then they're disappointed. But I really think even just the layouts and the color combinations that I'm using on these projects might be inspiring to some of you. Okay, cut this out. This one is so cute. On the struggle bus here. Okay, there. Now let's bring this in. I grabbed a stamp set that's also retiring called Share a Milkshake. It's on sale right now. It's a great stamp set, but I wanted to use the Life is Sweeter with You sentiment, and I have it already. And I'm gonna ink this up. This block isn't big enough for me. Let's do this one. Okay, we'll ink up the black here and just use this sentiment at the bottom. Uh-oh, can you guys hear that? Somebody's car alarm was going off. All right, there we go. Life is Sweeter with You, right at the bottom there. Cute. Now we'll take the ribbon. So you guys will get a little thing of ribbon like this and wrap this around. I think that this ribbon is carrying over into the new catalog. I think it's the black and white gingham that is retiring, which makes me sad because I absolutely love gingham. I'm going to use my bone folder as that other finger to help me. And we'll just, come on, wrap this around, pull it through. There we go. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm just going to slide that bone folder out and take my time making a knot. Okay, that's not as pretty as I wanted it to be, but you guys get the picture, right? So we'll slide this down. I was trying to make this knot right here, which is, I usually can nail that one, but slide that down, and then let's pretty the ends with some snips. I love how sharp these paper snips are. Okay, just like that. Now let's assemble. So I'm going to go ahead and let me see if this looks better popped up. It does, kind of. And then we'll make this flat. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to pop this one up. We're going to put this one flat. You see what I'm doing here? I'm going to try to center this as best as I can. Okay. I feel like it looks crooked. Okay, anyways, it probably is crooked. It's homemade. I got to get over it. Let's move on. And we'll just stick these little pieces on here. Again, with our take your pick tool trick. And then we'll center this on here. And then we'll grab our little watermelon. We're going to put this little guy down flat. Like so. And we'll pop this one up. I'm getting good at that. You guys will have to let me know if you used your take your pick tool to do that little trick. And if you do you like it? I think it's really good. And it's actually really ergonomically correct. Well, I would say correct. It's good for your hands, so you're not doing so much pinching. A little bit more gross motor. Okay, there we go. So what do you guys think about that? That is a cute card. It was a cute card with just the single layer. I had to add that double layer, and I think they're both cute. All right, we'll put that one up there. Set that to the side. Okay, last card, you guys, last card. And then stay tuned because I've got this really great special to share with you at the end of this. Here's our last card. It's a baby card. Let me move some of these out of the way here. Okay, so for this one, there we go. Uh-oh, and forgot they were gonna need a little circle punch. I'll have to punch the circles out for those of you who get this to go. But this is that Lemon Lolly paper, and it's so bright and fun. So you're going to fold this piece in half here. Then you're going to take these little strips and we're going to place them. I mean, it's almost like neon on either side right here. So we'll go ahead and do that. You can do whichever side you want, as far as the polka dots or the stripes. And some of you, if you get this kit to go, may have different pattern, but it'll still be lemon lolly and white. So we're just going to put that there. Same with this. I'm going to just turn it here. Try to line it up. Does that look good? It does. Okay, you guys, this right here, this die is the Color and Contour from the Color and Contour dies, and it is an awesome die. And unfortunately, it is retiring. I use it all the time, so make sure if you don't have this one, that's a good one to have. Now we're going to use our pecan pie ink. And this stamp set, let me show you what that looked like. So did you guys get this one? The Cradled in Love stamp set. Of course, you can use any stamp set you want. If you got another baby stamp set, you can do that. Or just anything, really. This could be a birthday card if you wanted it to be. You know what? I wanted to put the rug down first. I don't know where I put my smoky slate. I put my smoky slate somewhere. So we're going to just use basic gray for the rug. And I'm just going to stamp off. So this stamp right here was a rug. We'll stamp off. And then on my paper like that. Okay, that worked. And then we'll ink up this little cradle and stamp the cradle next. It's really such a pretty stamp. And then we're going to take, there's a top of the cradle. It's definitely two-step stamping. And I'm going to try to eyeball it here. This little mobile right here that we're going to put on. Let's see here. Here's the other piece of it. This is really a cute set. Can I see? Oh no, I think I stamped down too far. That's okay. Still looks good. There's that. Now we're going to need some scrap paper to stamp the sentiment. I chose Bundle of Joy to go on the front. We just need a little bit of white. I'm going to stamp this in the pecan pie as well and punch it out. I don't remember what circle punch I used for this, but those of you who get the kits to go, I'll add the white circle in there. Let's see. You know, I bet you my little circle punch that I would use for this is probably over my other table, but let's try to improvise here. Oh, this is way too small. Okay, anywho, so you guys you're gonna punch this out with the circle, or if you get this kit to go, you'll already have the circle and you just stamp your sentiment right in there. And then you're gonna use Stampin' Blends to color these in. I won't spend the whole time coloring these in, but I'll just show you some tips. Our Stampin' Blends are alcohol markers, our alcohol marker, base markers, and they just color so nicely. Typically, you want to use Memento Black as your ink that you're coloring with because some of the other colors will smear. So when you're coloring in these blankets and that kind of thing, you just have to be really careful that you're not dragging over the images so that it smears that pecan pie. So the other thing I wanted to mention is when you're using our Stampin' Blends, almost act as if it's like a paintbrush, so you're not like a hard marker, because the tips are so delicate that you could really mess them up, especially if you try to color over the tip this way. I usually just try to lay on the color as like gently as possible, because the tips can ruin very quickly and easily, and I've seen it so many times and it's so sad. They'll get all frayed and just really bad. The other side, if you're somebody who has really heavy handed, you can use the other side to color because it's like a bullet nib tip, and so you can press a little bit harder. You don't even need to press though, to be honest, but if you're heavy handed and you know it, that's the side you would want to use. So anyways, I'll finish coloring that later, but you'll just add it to this. Well, actually, before you add it to this, add some ribbon, add it to here, and then you're gonna pop it up on your card. On the inside of this card, I stamped Welcome Little One with the little elephant there. That's also part of the set. So now let's bring all of these in. I'm going to show them to you again, and then I'm going to tell you about our special, a special that I'm actually offering through the end of April. So we did this card today, this one. You guys will have to let me know which was your favorite card. This one, and then this one, okay? So if you're interested in getting like the pre-cut kits like this, they would come mailed to you with a QR code for this video so that you can reference back to it. And it comes in a kit that's like this with the envelopes, and all the pieces are cut for you in there. So that's just $28. That's it. And I will mail it to you. Let me know if you're interested, and I'll send you a link to do that. Now, for the special, here is the host code for the special I'm running through the end of April, and it is a really good one. So I've got 5 different kits, and I did an entire video on this. So you go back and watch my video I did yesterday, where you're going to get some past Sale-A-Bration product bundled up for free. And the way that you would get this is if you place a $75 order. So if you're wanting to place an order for some Stampin' Up stuff that's going to be retiring anyway, make sure your order hits $75 because you will get one of these, your choice of one of these kits. So this one is the Berry Blessings, and you're going to get an embellishment, and you're going to get some coordinating ribbon, and you're going to get half a pack of the designer series paper that coordinates with it. Just let me know when you place your order. You're going to use this host code right here. Okay, set that to the side. You'll use this host code and then email me and just tell me that you want the Berry Blessings kit. Now, I have a handful of each of these kits, so the first come, first serve. A Touch of Ink is the next one, so you're going to get that stamp set, the paper, some coordinating ribbon, coordinating embellishment. All of this stuff is retired, okay? The next one is Punch Party. If you want to see what all the paper looks like, if you want to see what the stamp set looks like, go back to my video that I did yesterday. So Punch Party, and then you get embellishment, coordinating ribbon. The other one is In Your Words. This is a really cool one. The sentiments here, especially this one, I pointed this out in my video yesterday. Your birthday came, your birthday went. Here's the card I should have sent. Like, that is so cute. That's so me. I'm always late for sending any kind of card. So I really need to make sure I keep my version of this stamp set. And then here's the last one, Wonderful World. So these are the 5 that you can choose from. Now, it's for every $75. So if you have a big wish list and you want to order some stuff before the retirement list ends, before the price increases on some of the product happens next month, then place your order. If it gets to 150, don't use this host code because you're going to get additional free host dollars that you can spend, but you'll automatically qualify for 2 of those kits of your choice. Plus, I have just a whole stack of cards. I mean, this doesn't even scratch the surface of all the cards that I have from card swaps and whatnot. You'll get 5 of these cards in addition to those kits. So great deal, awesome deal. A lot of the product here that is included was $100 or $300 level when it was available during Sale-A-Bration. So if you didn't spend that much to get these, now's your opportunity to get them free. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please give me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, share the video, all the things. Leave me a comment to let me know that you enjoyed that. I definitely have more Sweet and Simple card classes that I need to catch up on. I think actually 3 more. And so I may hop on and do another video yet. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye-bye.